Hi, I'm Liz Schrum of the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show, brought to you by Grant Thornton and Madison Gas and Electric. We're coming to you from the quarterly Wisconsin Technology Council Board of Directors meeting at the Weissman Center in Madison. On today's show, Tom Still talks about efforts to build the IQ corridor in the upper Midwest. And Katina Kravik, CEO of Northwire Inc., discusses the economy in western Wisconsin and the need for an educated workforce. I'll be right back with the WisBusiness.com stock report for mid-April.
When someone you count on anticipates your needs, your job becomes a whole lot easier. Grant Thornton clients get advice and recommendations from partners in the U.S. and through member firms worldwide. Grant Thornton.
And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Rising state tax refunds. The state refunded nearly $2 billion in income tax in 2009, according to the Wisconsin Taxpayers Alliance. That makes 9 straight years that refunds have reached a record high. After dropping to $737 million in 2000 due to changes in state income tax law, returns have risen every year. State refunds during that period totaled $13.5 billion. This year, over 80% of returns showed refunds, which averaged about $750. And falling, Social Security disability insurance. A report by Illinois-based disability services provider ELSA says Wisconsin's average wait for eligibility hearings is the 4th worst in the nation. The average wait for the hearing is currently 563 days, down from the 2008 average of 623 days, but still 4 months longer than the national average. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. And now, with his Inside Wisconsin commentary, here's Tom Still.
Even in the world of technology investments, Wisconsin can still look a lot like flyover country to some of the venture capitalists who tend to cluster in Boston or California. But what happens when those same investors learn that Wisconsin and its neighbors make up one of the most vibrant technology corridors in the country? Sometimes the coasties slow down to take a second look. The 400 miles between Chicago on the south and the Twin Cities to the northwest represent what's called the IQ corridor, with the I representing ideas, innovation, intellectual property, and investment, and the Q representing quality of life, workforce, research, and much more. California is the nation's leading technology state by just about any measure, but it's more than 600 miles from its southern tech hub, San Diego, to the northern fringe of the Silicon Valley. California's advantage is that it's all clustered in one state. The upper Midwest is divided along state lines that have stood for 200 years, but its economy should not be constrained by those historic borders. That's why investors, entrepreneurs, and development groups in states such as Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois, and even the nearby Canadian province of Manitoba, are finding ways to work together. Last fall in Madison, investors from across the Midwest and beyond met to review 50 early-stage companies. In Chicago in May, the states of Wisconsin and Minnesota will work together at the Bio International Convention, along with Manitoba and Illinois in some cases. The goal is to bring together researchers, companies, and investors to examine real business opportunities. In June, the Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference in Milwaukee will feature more IQ corridor connections, as well as a strong presence by Manitoba. Why is that important? Canada is Wisconsin's #1 trading partner by a long shot. As the venture capital industry restructures itself, some coastal investors may look to other regions of the country for deals. The IQ corridor offers some of the nation's largest research universities, most innovative companies, and best trained workers. That's more than enough reason to stop flying over the Midwest and to touch down for an extended visit.
Thanks, Tom. I'm back with Katina Kravik, CEO of a third-generation high-tech company in western Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us, Katina.
I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you.
Please give us a brief description of your company, Northwire Inc.
Northwire Technical Cable, as you said, is a family-owned business, and we are in our 3rd generation, and it was founded in 1972 by Ormond Kravik. And he established Northwire to meet an unmet market need. And today, Northwire manufactures and designs technical cable and retractiles and assemblies for harsh environments.
Now, you're based in Western Wisconsin. Can you tell us a little bit about the economy in Western Wisconsin?
Western Wisconsin is an opportunity state for us, or region for us. There has been some layoffs at some local facilities, but then expansion in others. So it's a lot like the rest of the economy in the United States. Some good news and some negative news.
And can you tell us your thoughts on the need for an educated workforce?
Northwire has invested heavily in our workforce. We are engaged in operational platform training in Lean certification, Design for Six Sigma, and project management professionals.
Thanks, Katina.
Thank you very much, Liz.
And thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, The Show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by Grant Thornton and MG&E. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum. See you next time.